What's up everyone, it's Aileen. Today I wanted to do the My Perfect Imperfections tag. I first saw Jenn Im from Close Encounters do this tag, and it was really refreshing to watch her just share about her flaws and be vulnerable in that way, but also share like the stuff that she does love about herself. And after watching that, it just reminded me that everybody is human. We all have flaws, but at the same time we are all perfect in our own way. And I think it's really important to remember that even if you do feel like you have flaws, there are things that you don't necessarily love about yourself, you are still lovable and you are still like perfect in your own way, perfect as you are. Okay, so first imperfection that I've always been self-conscious about are my thighs. And I feel like this is a general problem area for a lot of women just because some of us are just, blessed in this bottom zone, a little too blessed. And I think it started when I was in 5th grade. I was around the same height as I am now. So sad. I was like 5'1" in 5th grade and I was wearing size 1 pants in adults. And in 5th grade, you're still like a kid. And I think all the other girls in my class were still wearing like kids sizes and I was wearing like an adult size 1. Even though like now thinking back, size 1 is pretty like small. But I just remember like bending down and this boy was like, oh my God, look how big her butt is. And so I think since then I realized that I was a little bigger down there compared to some of my other girlfriends. And I think it didn't help that growing up I took Kung Fu for a few years. And in Kung Fu you have to do like horse stance, which is like a squat for like a long time. Like they'll make you hold that squat and build like your bottom muscles. So yeah, I think that definitely contributed to like my leg muscle and just the thickness of it down there. Damn, it's hard. Oh my God, it hurts. But generally, yeah, this is why I like to wear dresses more than pants. I've just never felt like pants have been very flattering for my shape ever. So that's probably like the biggest thing that I don't necessarily like about myself physically. My next imperfection are my eyelids and eye bags. So like the general eye area, because I have uneven eyelids. I have like multiple folds in both eyelids and they're not the same. So one eye always looks bigger than the other. And then I have like natural eye bags. I always get comments on my videos like, you look so tired or you need to get some sleep. Whereas like I probably got like 9 to 10 hours of sleep the night before. So it's definitely genetic. And I'm gonna call out my brother. Like if you look at my brother, he definitely has like those same eye bags when he smiles. I think it's just natural in our faces. And it's been like something I'm self-conscious about because I hate when people are like, oh, you look so tired, especially when I'm not wearing makeup. And that's like the most annoying thing to hear, right? It's also a challenge because understanding like the shape of my face and the eye bags, like I don't always look good in every single lighting situation. I think with my YouTube videos, I know to put the light in front here, but when I used to act and I used to be in short films, there was like a time we were shooting a scene in Taiwan and my producer was like, Aileen, did you sleep last night? Like you look so tired, like your bags are huge. And it's because in other certain lighting situations, in film they have like dramatic lighting and they put the lights in different areas. So like, if the lighting's not right, my eye bags are pretty prominent and it just doesn't look good on screen. And so I just felt like that just was something to be self-conscious about and a little insecure about. But I think as I get older, I'm just like learning to brush it off more. Like I don't care if people think I look tired. This is my face and I know what lighting works for my face. It's kind of like I learned how to work with it, My third imperfection are my toes, and it's just weird for me to like bring it up and talk about it because I've always been self-conscious of my toes because my big toe is like a little bit crooked. It's just like not normal, and I know that it's genetic because my grandma has the same type of toes. And just growing up, I was always really, really embarrassed to show my feet. I'd always keep socks on, wear closed-toe shoes. And even in college, like when you start wearing heels and stuff, I would always wear booties and not wear like open toe heels. And it's still now I'm more comfortable wearing like closed toe shoes, even though now I'm like, I don't care if people see my feet now. But this definitely been like one of my insecurities growing up. So even though this is something I'm self-conscious about, the bright side is it's like a reminder of my grandma and my family. Like recently I went back to China to visit my grandma, and she has Alzheimer's, so she basically didn't remember who I was. And there was a funny moment where like I took off my shoe and I showed her my foot. I'm like, look, we're related, we're definitely related. So I think that was like a sweet little moment. All right, so moving on to things I do love about myself. So I love my hair. I love my hair as my form of self-expression. I love playing with different colors and styles because my hair is really symbolic to me. I'm sure you guys can tell. I've learned that my hair is actually quite strong and it can handle bleaching. I think before I started bleaching my hair, I always thought that it was really like fine and thin, but the stylist told me like, yeah, your hair can handle a lot. Like I've bleached it for so many years, so many times, and it's still really manageable, and really it gives me no problems. Like I really like that it's straight and it's very, very like hassle free. Another thing I like about myself is my skin. So I've never been the type to really break out or have bad acne or skin problems. I don't get rashes. My skin is not too sensitive. So I'm happy and grateful for the skin that I have. It is just like normal skin. And that's why I love skincare so much. I love taking care of it and keeping it moisturized. But I mean, I'm grateful that it doesn't give me any problems, and I've never had to deal with those issues like that. The third thing that I like about myself physically is my shoulders. So I feel like I really like the top part of my body, because for some reason like the top part is like skinny naturally, and then the bottom part is like the more voluptuous, naturally like blessed type of body type. So my body's not balanced, but I do like the shoulders because I always felt like I have good posture. I think it's from like yoga or dance or whatever it may be, but I don't know, I just like wearing like no sleeved tops to show off my shoulders. It's just something that I liked. I just like this area. All right, so moving on to like personality or emotional things that I like and don't like about myself. And I'll start with the imperfection first. My personality imperfection is that I am not good at keeping touch. I'm not good at socializing that much in a way like I just get this like anxiety when the phone rings, and I'm just like, ugh, I get this feeling like I don't want to pick it up. I want to ignore it. Even if it's like one of my close friends, I get like that. I just get like anxious or resistant to it. And I usually like the issue with friends in the past is like they always reach out to me and I never reach out to them. I don't like asking people for help. I had to teach myself to learn to check in with friends to see if they're okay. You know, like I had to teach myself to think about others and reach out and put an effort into friendships and relationships. That's something that I had to like teach myself over time. But naturally, I'm just kind of like lazy at socializing, lazy at making that effort. So that would be my personality imperfection. And something that I like about my personality is that I'm very understanding. I feel like I can easily understand someone else's point of view. I can easily put myself in someone else's shoes, and I'm really like quick to understand like the situation, or I can understand concepts really easily. So that's something that I like about myself, because I think it takes empathy and it takes compassion to be able to do that. And I'm like the person that can understand both sides of a situation and really feel for both sides, because it's something that comes so naturally to me. I know for others, like they have a hard time understanding someone else's point of view, but I think I just get it quicker, and I think that's something that's valuable and it's useful and it's a positive trait to have. All right, that's it for this Perfect Imperfections tag. If you're interested, feel free to do this tag as well. If you make a video, tag me on Twitter so I could watch it and share it. If you're not gonna make a video, feel free to comment below with your perfect imperfections. Include 3 to 4 things that you think are imperfections and 3 to 4 things that you do love about yourself. So I'd love to see that, and I'd love to just continue spreading like this message of it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to have flaws, it's okay to not like everything about yourself. but you should learn to love and embrace everything that you are. I hope it makes sense. All right, have a beautiful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.